Spread my wings and grab the fruit. Wonder why it's absolute. Why officers still have to shoot. Wonder when I really grow. My changing color indigo. I change myself and flip my flows to match the color of my flows. And mangroves to the mangoes where the land goes, and I can't go. Changing to maintaining what I might know. Put a smile down these faces that I don't know. Listen. Corazón desayuno para paisas y bayunos estos pa' cambiar el mundo, aunque quede moribundo cada hora y segundo, bautizado en las aguas, pero vamos más profundo, Bajamundi o Jamundo. Eso pa' la Pachamama. I'ma heal right through and all of my trauma. I'ma heal myself through all generations and take all the curses right off of my mama. I'ma do shit for the things of my father. I'ma show him exactly how we can be bothered. Showing you all from a different perspective in life, not a martyr, not taking no office. Okay, the mangoes where the mangroves and the land goes. But now I'm in a smile face that I don't know. Change clothes just to understand what's these flows. Summertime can't match tattoos with stab wounds, cause this two can too. How the hell can two play dude? Made me lock my soul. I know that one day I'ma die for sure. By the seashore, we talking about mangoes, mangroves and the land goes, and I don't know. Smile now on these faces and they won't grow. Tears now from the sky now when the rain drops. Maybe I'll go like mangoes, mangroves to the land grows, and I don't know. Smile now on these faces.
Parcero, as they say in Colombia, my brother. Yo, I know what it's like to touch down in the States and be like, yo, where am I? Straight out the motherland into the States, the concrete jungle, and you're feeling like, you know, a lion in the city. It's crazy. Sending you love and peace, brother.
One, two. Let's play it. Levels are good. Yeah. It goes apricot and apple juice. I spread my wings and grab the fruit. Wonder why it's absolute. Why officers still have to shoot. Wonder when I really grow. My changing color indigo. I change myself and flip my flows to match the color of my flows.
Como sangre en la muralla. Ese negro que la tiene tumbado, timbo el con un sombrero volteado. Vamos para San Antonio de Bravo, casi que de pie color de cacao. Ellos creen que somos de.
It changed my life drastically. I wouldn't be here right now. I would be locked up. I would be running wild, going crazy. Totally humbled me. Retaught me the basics of respect, kindness, humility, prayer, my spirit. Taught me that I have a spirit. And it's not all about greed and money, you know, it's just about coexisting with everybody on this planet, finding your own peace, form of prayer, way of honoring the elements of the earth, living simple, stress-free. We create a lot of stress that we don't need. Native ways teach me to be normal, chill.
Trying to live.
What's good, everybody? This is Eric.
Trying to live my life, not the way God intended, but the way my ancestors planted seeds and tended. Ain't trying to spit impressive, I don't do it for incentives. I do it for my family, I do it for my primos, I do it for my aunties, I do it for my tios, abuelitos, pueblo unido. For my Azomali and the campesinos, Filipinos, sacrificing for survival, feeding ungrateful Americans, spiteful, talking about shit that came here legally, like them pilgrims that raid, pillage frequently. Check a G, never get the hood out of me. Popping in my sector, heart pump blood of nomadic Chichi Mecas. I ain't ignorant to the fact we need more than love, sacrifice and fight. We just trying to get by, smudging down with the smoke of cedar. Offer flesh to our mother, just a sliver. Singing songs to the river, iridescent duck feather. Burning medicinal with the love of my life on the Donati light. I connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band. Grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day. Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band. Grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day.
Guardianos de altar, gente en este que jaguar. Somos hijos del volcán con tambores del alma. Los ataco con garra, I'm boots on the ground. Today, mañana y el día que sigue, you will be missed. Dear Vanessa Guillen, aretes are beaded, long hair is braided. Half my head is shaven, can't straighten what's fluid. The two spirits sacred like Muisca ruins. Hawad, I beat the case I wasn't supposed to win. When you pick sobriety, you chose to win. From the side of the city where civilians speak Spanish. Not my language, but the lengua of Princess Isabella. An architect of genocide like Juniper Serra. She sponsored decimation of our pre-Hispanic nations. I'm a pre-Hispanic native and I swear to defend the feathers that adorn my head.
Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band. Grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day. Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band. Grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day.
Esos palos y pasajes en el lago Iguaque y los borriquines que viven en la tierra Lenape. Lágrimas que caen adentro del serape. Yo recuerdo de los mangos y también aguacates. Huisca huecha cuando entro al combate. De la luna enamorado mientras hablo copachue. Blowing different in the trees. Maybe I could find a hibernation in this station. This a new sensation vibing on degrees. Maybe I could find a different world continuous when I've been flowing high across the 7 seas. Maybe you could feel the way you feel, but I could love you anyway, and even if you disagree. Maybe if you realizing everything we live in, like living solo different in the trees. Once you realize that all connections that are spiritual and written only maybe in the leaves. This is where the motherfucking mangoes grow. He tell me if you really flow, but if you disbelieve. But all I know is life is really different. Even when you pass this earth, you ain't gon' never ever leave. Exists in every particle, in every article, regardless written in the spitting that I breathe. Love, love, love.
Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band. Grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day. Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band. Grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day.
Trying to call back your mama, trying to call back your mama. I'm trying to go back your mama, but no, I don't want drama. Surrounded by anacondas, I'm trying to pray to Serranqua, Chimana, Gagua. Yo soy el rey de las aguas azules. Bucaramanga is similar to las Islas Bermudas. El amazónico con sonido sinónimo, no, electrónico. Yo no soy un católico cibernético. México, agua pura y sólido. Solamente creyente de Dios con dientes alfónico. Minicana en Jánico, junglas de San Jerónimo. Guatavita is like Costa Rica, Tolima, corazón, vegan pizza. When I'm up in Mika, I switch the chromosome, really a voice, so I know my home Asiatic with vocal tones doing.
La guerra sí, cada día vamos a estar peor. Imagínense, desde antes de Cristo ya nos matábamos. Estamos en pleno milenio y todavía nos matamos. Entonces, ¿qué esperanza hay de paz? Hay mucha gente que dice que nosotros somos delincuentes, pero delincuentes porque si a nosotros nos toca es poder pelear para sobrevivir. Que si no peleamos, entonces que nos morimos. No, pues ¿quién se quiere morir? Nadie, todos queremos vivir harto, como los que tienen sus hijos quieren vivir harto para verlos crecer.
Dinamarca do Burundanga with 5 anacondas, fathering figures. My niggas is always father disfigured. Features of your writer Jesus leaving me bothered. So, well, I'll see you tomorrow. I've been eating mango seeds, trying to plant avocados. Put my hope in the bottle, trying to drown in my sorrow. See, I don't know my tomorrow. I don't know about the lotto. Finally feeling so shallow.
Había un hombre que cubría completamente su cuerpo con oro. Este hombre era el cacique de Guatavita. Cubría completamente su cuerpo con oro.
Peace, everybody. This is Eric from Red Condor Collective checking in. I'm here in Milwaukee, and we're just waiting a few more minutes. We will be able to go on Skype with Azomali in Los Angeles. I do want to thank everybody who is already in our stream. I see there are 10 people watching right now. We're just getting it rolling right now. We're going to keep playing some music as we get started. We did have some technical difficulties. We're switching over to Anticonquista instead of the Red Condor page. So thank you, Anticonquista, for sharing your platform with us and allowing us to go live on your platform. Because we've been locked out of live streaming from Instagram on our main account, and we've been trying to work through that. So again, I just wanted to check in and say hi to everyone who's already there. Thank you so much. Fuerza, Fuerza Colombia, estamos todos juntos aquí en la diáspora de Colombia para todo el mundo, ¿no? Estamos juntos. So I'm going to keep playing some music from Azomali as we get it started. So let's go.
Yo te vi dando papaya desde la playa, hijo de una y te vi hacia la raya, no me engañas como sangre en la muralla. Ese negro que la tiene tumbado, timbo el nis con un sombrero volteado. Vamos para San Antonio de Bravo, casi que de piel color de cacao. Ellos creen que somos del pasado, unos animales enjaulados. Speaking Spanish, shut the fucking pow wow. What the fuck you think about us now? Este man que sí te va a matar, Guadalupe no te va a salvar, porque llegas de la selva del jaguar. Ya con una color de nácar que refleja los colores de Hermal. Caña flecha desde Córdoba, tribus quechua yo no veo pasar. Este es el año alacrán, si te metes con mi fama, con mi clan. Con mi fama, con mi fucking clan. Arrangatán de Junga Guayabal, el paranga contra entre lágrimas. El mensaje que yo veo del más allá, que se llama ya y tiempos de Maya. En el sótano, tome foto, no agua coco de él yo toca. Yo ya la puma y pluma del Condor. Arijuna que fuma en la flor, el dolor. Quieres ver la voz que ya aparece, oscurece el sol. Crece en los huesos del dolor, que gira ya para dentro caracol. Cúcuta, Bogotá, Bacatá, Popayán, Ajizal, Calatrava, Itagüí, Guayabal, Cartagena, Magdalena, Malagana, Santa Marta, Barranquilla. La semilla del mango que se siembre en diciembre en Palenque. Oro de 18 que tengo en mis dientes. El ambiente que se siente en el vientre de la madre y el hijo y el santo en el canto. Yo no aguanto que me salto pa' la jungla, pa' la tierra, madre bella en la sierra que me cierro de jubella. Aunque quemo el extremo en el sueño, mis caleños, mis chocuanos, hacemos daño.
Se instala el vídeo, vídeos siempre para todo que puede ser una
drastically. I wouldn't be here right now. I would be locked up. I would be running wild, going crazy. Totally humbled me. Retaught me the basics of respect, kindness, humility, prayer, my spirit. Taught me that I have a spirit. And it's not all about greed and money, it's just about coexisting with everybody on this planet, finding your own peace, form of prayer, way of honoring the elements of the earth, living simple, stress-free. We create a lot of stress that we don't need. Native ways teach me to be normal, chill.
Trying to live my life, not the way God intended, but the way my ancestors planted seeds and tended. Ain't trying to spit impressive, I don't do it for incentives. I do it for my family, I do it for my primos, I do it for my aunties, I do it for my tios, abuelitos, pueblo unido. For my Azomali and the campesinos, Filipinos, sacrificing for survival, feeding ungrateful Americans, spiteful, talking about shit that came here legally, like them pilgrims that raid, pillage frequently. Checking G, never get the hood out of me. Popping in my sector, heart pump blood of nomadic chichimecas. I ain't ignorant to the fact we need more than love, sacrifice and fight. We just trying to get by, smudging down with the smoke of cedar. Offer flesh to our mother, just a sliver. Singing songs to the river, iridescent duck feather. Burning medicinal with the love of my life on the Donati light. I connecting with the land where I stand. Rattle in hand with my band, grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day. Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band, grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day.
Guardianos de altar, gente que jaguar. Somos hijos del volcán con tambores del alma. Los ataco con garra, I'm boots on the ground. Today, mañana y el día que sigue, you will be missed. Dear Vanessa Guillen, aretes are beaded, long hair is braided. Half my head is shaven, can't straighten what's fluid. The two spirits sacred like Muisca ruins. Hawad, I beat the case I wasn't supposed to win. When you pick sobriety, you chose to win. From the side of the city where civilians speak Spanish. Not my language, but the lengua of Princess Isabella. An architect of genocide like Juniper Serra. She sponsored decimation of our pre-Hispanic nations. I'm a pre-Hispanic native and I swear to defend the feathers that adorn my head.
Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band, grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day. Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band, grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day.
Esos palos y pasajes en el lago Iguaque y los borriquines que viven en la tierra Lenape, lágrimas que caen adentro de el serape. Yo recuerdo de los mangos y también aguacates, huiscahuecha cuando entro al combate, de la luna enamorado mientras hablo con Bachue, blowing different in the trees. Maybe I could find a hibernation in this station. This a new sensation, vibing on degrees. Maybe I could find a different world continuous when I've been flowing high across the 7 seas. Maybe you could feel the way you feel, but I could love you anyway, and even if you disagree. Maybe if you realizing everything we live in life, living so different in the trees. Once you realize that all connections that are spiritual and written only maybe in the leaves. This is where the motherfucking mangoes grow. He tell me if you really flow, but if you disbelieve. But all I know is life is really different. Even when you pass this earth, you ain't gon' never ever leave. Exists in every particle, in every article, regardless, written in the spitting that I breathe. Love, love, love.
Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band, grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day. Connecting with the land where I stand, rattle in hand with my band, grateful for the day. I heard the wind say, live on another day, live on another day.
Peace, peace. Thank you everyone for staying with us. We're still just waiting for a few more minutes while we connect with Azomali over Skype. So stick with us, enjoy the music. Go ahead and add something in the group chat. We appreciate everyone who's taking the time to be here with us right now or to be watching it back afterwards. Thank you for all the love. Red Condor in the building.
Yo te vi dando papaya desde la playa, hijo de una y te vi hacia la raya, no me engañas como sangre en la muralla. Ese negro que la tiene tumbado, Timberlands con un sombrero volteado. Vamos para San Antonio de Bravo, casi que de color de cacao. Ellos creen que somos del pasado, unos animales enjaulados. Speaking Spanish at the fucking powwow. What the fuck you think about us now? Este man que sí te va a matar, Guadalupe no te va a salvar, porque llegas de la selva del jaguar. Ya con una color de nácar que refleja los colores de Hermal. Caña flecha desde Córdoba, tribus que yo no veo pasar. Este es el año alacrán, si te metes con mi fama, con mi clan. Con mi fama, con mi fucking clan. Arrangatán de Junga Guayabal, el paranga contra entre lágrimas. El mensaje que yo veo del más allá, que es de Yemayá y templos de Maya. En el sótano, tome foto, no agua coco de él yo toca. Yo ya la puma y pluma del cóndor. Arijuna que fuma en la flor, este el dolor. Quieres ver la voz que ya aparece, oscurece el sol. Crece en los huesos del dolor, que gira ya para dentro caracol. Cúcuta, Bogotá, Bacatá, Popayán, Ajizal, Calatrava, Itagüí, Guayabal, Cartagena, Magdalena, Malagana, Santa Marta, Barranquilla. La semilla del mango que se siembre en diciembre en Palenque. Oro de 18 que tengo en mis dientes. El ambiente que se siente en el vientre de la madre y el hijo y el santo en el canto. No aguanto que me salto pa' la jungla, pa' la tierra, madre bella en la sierra que me cierro de bella. Aunque quemo el extremo en el sueño, mis caleños, mis chocuanos, hacemos daño. Tranquilo, voy para el valle del Cauca sin plata y flauta de mil, los rojos ladrillos hechos acá en el pueblo por manos de un campesino y un tamarindo. Voy camuflado como leopardo, yo soy bucirraja, yo soy la huitaca, la maya, la guaca y no me importa ya acá lo que digan, estaré tranquilo. Dice que por ser un indio la vida que vivo castigo, la coca mastico, lágrimas lloro, la sangre que cae adentro del oro no cambia su brillo. Vean lo que hacen, la mar y la tierra, estoy en la guerra pues yo soy el hijo. Papa chamama, palabras en oro con vuelta que dama, el breco lo pide.
Escucha la selva llora, la realidad cora, no es una computadora. Más simple que Dora, la exploradora, se me pero sin hora. Chévere, chévere, estoy subiendo el rango, relajado al efecto pango. Tú sigue corriendo por tu lambo. Si quieres vamos a tu campo. Ok, lengo, precolombano, sí soy. Dionisio y el man.
NBA, DNT ain't gotta go. I'm a part of a whole new MRO. Maintain, still main brain. Still climbing from trauma that I felt before. Reincarnated in the form of the rain. Still dying in regard of this pain. I'm the last of a dying breed. Can't succeed the seed of the floor that remains. I might eat it with arroz de coco. I don't give a fuck cause this shit terremoto. Mama bringing shit in back from Orinoco. From the river that I've been a living for. Can't synthesizing from the living wise and how you energizing on a higher level. Still supplying right upon reflection. This is New collection to cut off the devil. I ain't going simply only in back. I'ma show you when this shit from the truth. Recollection from these tears that are lost on the side of the river I brought from the booth.
La palabra vale oro tesorito, la mía no la quito, con ella compito, replico, pongo el mundo chiquita, gracias a ella voy a ser rico. Tú tienes mucho, estás en el pico, en otro escenario chico serías pobre, no sé si me explico. Tú y tu ribu, tu nagi, tu lu, propaganda pa' la gamba, pa' que quede cool su face en el boom, estamos full. Como Juanchu, el Gamín y el Machichi, pato reciben amor de parte de mi crew.
Vea, Azomali, Dionisio, 360 Degrees Music Crew. FRC, es de Medellín pa'l mundo. Los Ángeles, Nueva York, Mundial Gonorrea. Estaré tranquilo.
Estaré tranquilo.
Estaré tranquilo.
Estaré tranquilo. Uy, estaré tranquilo.
Peace, everybody. This is Eric checking in again. I'm gonna go ahead and play another video. This next one up is not from Azomali. It is from the Himno de la Guardia Indígena. It's a beautiful song, a beautiful video. If you're not familiar with the Guardia Indígena, you should check them out, learn more. They do amazing work, amazing organization. Red Condor, we support the Guardia Indígena, and we support the CRIC, which is where they come from, the Consejo Regional Indígena de la Cauca, the Indigenous Regional Council of the Cauca. So let's shout out the CRIC, let's shout out the Guardia Indígena and all the amazing work they do. Let's get them the Guardia, Guardia, Fuerza, Fuerza.
sabia, la tierra piensa. Guardia, guardia, fuerza, fuerza. Guardianes de la vida, guardianes del planeta, de esta tierra herida, de esta tierra nuestra. Astros luminosos protegiendo la paz, bastones poderosos, precursores de paz. La voz de la conciencia representada, con fe, resistencia, con un gran ideal de respetar la esencia de la tierra heredada y compartir amor y justicia ancestral.
Brother, can you hear me? Beautiful. I love it. I love it. So I hear you just fine, and you can see the feed, right? You see it in the top right corner of your screen right now, right? So it's not necessarily just like a feed of me, my camera. It's the thing that everyone else is seeing, right? It's the live stream, right? So I'm gonna go ahead, just one last time. I'm gonna play this one last song of yours. So we have that time to transition into it, right? So we're not like jumping into it right now. So I'm gonna put on, yeah, bro, it's lit. People are responding in the group chat. We got 16 people live right now. We got a bunch of comments in the group chat. People seem to be hyped, and I'm just doing my best to balance all the different aspects of the technical side. But yeah, I'm gonna test my audio real quick. Yep, they're getting a clean audio signal for your video. And then right once this video is done, we'll get into the conversation. Chévere. I'm glad we have just a little second, you know, just you and I talking before like jumping all the way into it, right? And just like, I know what we got ready to make. So how you feeling? Good? Claro que sí, bro. Yeah, I felt you on the couch all the time right next to me. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, I feel you. But yeah, man, I'm glad that you're doing well. I know, like, you know, any sort of blues interaction can fuck up the energy.
Mis colores son azules, corazones manipules. Put your name inside the bullet. Close your eyes and then pull it. Close your eyes and then pull it. I'm speaking Galifuna. I'm speaking Galifuna. Riding like the sun of June.
Unstoppable, imparables in the group chat. People are liking the videos, bro, and that's what I'm saying. It's such a cool level of production that you can't really do.
Until the war's over. Wait until the war's over. Looking for La Esmeralda. You can catch me up in Calas. Looking for La Esmeralda.
But yeah, you know, I couldn't do this in IG Live, right? I couldn't play a video as a part of
speaking hidden different languages.
So this is
show you what's
cool
the difference. This is part of my resistance. At a different point I'm gifted. I'm gonna show you what I'm holding. Hemoglobin so exploding. Trying to question new dimensions.
We're gonna talk about your artistic process.
Bring it to a newer sentence. Cool sky line. Return to Azomali. You got Fanchi. She not so she try. Inca, Claro, Rica. I love rock. Flash, Lord, Deca. Step, Rica. Not rock, Laca. Nika, Delaca.
So I'm happy to share it, bro.
I'ma show you what's a lot. Nothing me that's in the spotlight. Something me inside the screen and on the other side of danger. I'ma lead the revolution. Probably different, no solution. All I need is retribution.
I really like gardening.
I don't walk on Siwanaku. 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 I don't walk on Siwanaku.
Really? Wow. Yeah, maybe we'll talk a little more about that when we have some more time. I'd love to hear the story because I like it, bro. I like it. It's yeah. Yeah, bro. You know what's funny, bro? I've just been told that they can hear us in the mix. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off of this then. Alright, the live is Mike again. Thank you, Bridget Carranza, for letting us know that our mic was live. So we just got Azomali right here in the chat. I'm gonna pull up my shot here. Thank you, Pierce, for confirming that you can hear me. I'm gonna go ahead and add Azomali's video chat. All right, so we are lit. You got us right here. First of all, I want to say thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you taking the time, bro. And I know, like, you and I, we worked really hard to put this together. A lot of people don't see all the behind the scenes effort that goes into it, but I appreciate you sticking with me and having these conversations so we can put this together. Regardless of technical difficulties, we are here to make it happen, right? And regardless of all the life stuff that catches us off guard, we're here to make it happen, right? So I appreciate you, brother. I love you. I just wanted to say that, you know. And then I'm going to put my screen back up real quick. So for anyone who doesn't already know, you know, we are starting now our conversation with Azomali. He is broadcasting from Los Angeles. I am broadcasting from Milwaukee. Also occupied Menominee, Ho-Chunk, Potawatomi, Ojibwe land, right? So from Milwaukee to Los Angeles, and broadcasting to Colombia and all of our people worldwide. We are excited to be here with you today to have this conversation. We're going to be talking about the situation in Colombia, which I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably know about, the Paro Nacional. Unless I'm mistaken, we are on day 52 now of Paro Nacional, of everyday struggle, everyday fighting, everyday, you know, people putting their lives at risk, putting their families at risk, right? So we stand with the Paro Nacional, and we stand with the Colombian people, right? And we stand with people worldwide fighting for their liberation. And that's why I wanted to have you on today to talk about this situation with me, brother, and to talk about the role of the artist in the movement. So I'm going to go ahead and cut back to your screen so everyone else can see that. So I guess let's start off with this, brother. Could you please introduce yourself for folks who may not already be familiar with you and your work? Go ahead and introduce yourself, please. That's right, brother. That's right. Thank you so much. And I might have to ask you to speak up a little bit. It looks like the levels are a little low. Yeah, I know it can be difficult, but let's just make sure that everyone can hear us. And I might ask for people in the group chat to confirm if that sounds good. Yes, he said he's muted. Ay, Dios mío. So yeah, if you look in the group chat now, it says you're muted and they can't hear you, but I can hear you fine. That's a concern for me if it's saying that you're muted. Let me say, I'll give you another chance to go ahead and speak real quick. Yeah, let's see if people can hear you. Let's wait for people in the group chat to go ahead and feedback. In the meantime, we can go ahead and talk real quickly. It could be that the audio cut out when I switch to the shot of me speaking, and then it goes back to you. But I need to be 100% sure. Otherwise, I might have to add a whole new... I think I actually got it figured out, bro. Hold up. So yeah, I've turned my microphone back on so folks can hear me. So right now we're having a slight technical issue. I'm gonna go back to my shot. So yeah, right now we're having a slight technical issue of receiving the audio which is coming in from Azomali. So I'm just asking for one moment of patience. I'm gonna be double checking the source here. It should be coming in from the right place though. I'm gonna cut my microphone again and see if that's the issue. And let's see, bro. Is it? Go ahead and speak. Say something, please. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try something a little more complicated. I'm gonna put the mic up to my speaker and play it back. Let's see how this works. Everyone should be able to hear right now, and my vocal track should be out of the mix. So
hola, ¿cómo están? ¿Me escuchan?
Sorry for the problem. So we're gonna continue the conversation using this method. Sorry everybody for that. We are trying this for the first time as Red Condor over Skype. We are young folks figuring it out, right? So Azomali, go ahead and give us your introduction. Let people know who you are if they're not already familiar with you and your work. And I'll be checking in the group chat to make sure the sound is working and everything.
Buenas, ¿cómo está? Yo me llamo Azomali. It's a name that means tranquility in Nahuatl. It's a name that I've picked up working around folks around here and being here with the community, and want to show great appreciation. You know, this is Tonga land, you know, and I appreciate everybody that's putting in the work collectively to decolonize in these spaces. And yeah, yo soy colombiano, mi papá es de Bogotá y mi mamá es de Medellín. Tengo raíces africanas y también, y también indígenas de Colombia. Y, you know, we stand with el paro nacional. You know, el paro no para, el paro sigue. You know, que viva el paro nacional y que viva la minga. We're all here together. I hope that everybody can hear me.
I'm getting a confirmation that folks can hear you in the group chat. So thank you for your patience. My brother, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate again, thank you everyone in the group chat who's confirming and checking in with us. We would be a little bit lost without you, right? So this is a community effort, it's a group effort, right, to put this together. So thank you for introducing yourself, Azomali. I really appreciate you, and you know, I don't like to ask without giving a little bit of myself as well, right? So, you know, my name is Eric. I live here in Milwaukee. I'm a transplant to Milwaukee. Originally, I grew up in Kentucky and in Caracas, Venezuela. And my father's American, my mother's Colombiana, and from Bogota, and I have like, you know, half of my family still back home, right? Most of our family never immigrated. A few people did, but most of our family did stay back home. And you know, just like all the Colombians in diaspora, right? I do it for my family, right? I do it for my people, whether here or back home, right? You know, as Colombians, we're very much tied to our Colombian communities locally, but also back home, right? And I think that's something that I'm seeing in this moment of the Paro Nacional, is that everyone is kind of repping where they're from, right? And connecting with their communities, like people on the ground back home, making sure they're good, making sure like we're supporting how we're supposed to support, and then also connecting with our Colombian communities locally, right? Which is extremely important for us to be able to do this international work, bro. So I appreciate you letting us know a little bit about yourself, right? And yeah, we're here in the diaspora doing this work, right? And it means something a little bit different when we're doing it in the States, right? But we do everything for our people back home and right here, right? Para los viejitos, para los bebecitos, right? Para que los que murieron y los que todavía no han nacido, right? We're here for the generations that come before and after us, right? We're here for the land. We're here for the people. This is why we do this kind of work, right? So I appreciate you taking the time, showing love, and all the work that you've done so far supporting the Paro Nacional. So I'm going to put your shot back on the screen. And I wanted to ask you if you could tell us, please, what communities and organizations do you want to shout out, right? I wanted to give you a little bit of time to just show love to your people, to anyone that you want to mention, to shout out, to connect to, and yeah, and to give you that time.
I would say shout out to Cela, you know what I'm saying? Cela.org. Those are my people right there. Shout out to Colombia Despierta, you know. Shout out to La Joya Resiste. You know, shout out to those individuals that are putting in work. You know, we got a hike coming up, actually, pretty soon, and I'm really excited. You know, it's the hike for Colombia. For those that don't know, that are just tuning in, it's in Los Angeles, 3200 Canyon Drive, I believe, and it's at 8:00 a.m. You know, so be there tomorrow. You know, we're very excited to have you guys there, and I'm sorry for the birds, man. My baby right here, he wants to know what I'm up to. But yeah, you know, I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys 100%, and I appreciate all the work that we all do. And shout out to Marchas Colombianas. You know, they have beautiful artists. You know, and the way in which that they invoke their art is in a very monumental and spiritual way, and I appreciate each of us being a piece of the puzzle to add on to here, you know. And shout out to Aura, you know. Shout out to the people that I really fuck with, you know. That's a really dope organizer, you know.
Definitely, brother. Thank you for taking the time to do that. Right, we want to make sure that we represent your community as well, and especially the organization. Right, Cela, and for folks that don't know, that's Colombianos en Los Angeles, Cela. Check them out on social media. Like Azomali just said, they have a march coming up tomorrow, which I think is really beautiful that we're able to have this talk today, right? Because our organizations were already kind of starting to connect independently from us, right? So when I reached out to you to have the talk, you had mentioned something really interesting, that like for part of this action, the fundraising will be going to Red Condor for us to help send it back to Colombia. So I think that's like a beautiful connection, right, to see, and I think the timing has lined up in a really cool way. And I wanted to know, is there anything you would like to share about that aspect of the action?
Yes, I would like to share that it's an honor to have everybody that's going to show up. You know, it's a hike that we're going to do, and it's going to be up to the Hollywood sign, and it's kid friendly, it's dog friendly. You know, it's recommended that minimum donation is $10, and all donations will go directly to La Joya Resiste, which is an organization that donates to El Oriente de Cali and donates to the barrios and helps to give back directly to the community through direct aid. And yeah, stuff is important. You know, it's important for us to be able to help each other through a crisis like this, especially when seeing the state terror that is inflicted on our people on an everyday basis. I think that this is the time in which that we need to be together more than ever. You know, I don't know if you see behind me, but it says "fuck it, SMAD," and the SMAD is, you know, along one of the many state organizations that have murdered and violated and raped our people, you know, and along with the Colombian police, along with the paramilitaries, along with the police that are dressed as civilians. You know, these are things that we can't overlook. And it's time like this, as Colombians that live in the States, that we're able to use our privilege, whether it is monetary, whether it is in any way possible, to be able to help our families back home. And that's why I think that platforms like this are so important. And I want to say thank you. You know, thank you to Stella. Thank you to Red Condor Collective. Thank you to Anti-Conquista. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to the homie Vanessa. You know, thank you to Claudia. You know, Jessica, all those dope people that are there. You know, yeah, you know, I appreciate you guys infinitely. You know, for being leaders.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, and thank you for using your voice in the way that you have, for a long time, right? And it's great for me to also to hear from you a little bit about the way that you've connected with the Sela folks, and kind of like, from what I understand, kind of starting to get a little deeper into organizing as well, and all the complications that come with that can be difficult but are so important. Right, and the work is so important that it you know, it's worth all the struggles to get through things, right? Whether it's technical or personal relationships, it's always worth it because of the end goal, right? What you're saying is supporting our people back home, whether that be like materially or through information or just through love and support. But it is definitely extremely important for us to be providing that material aid, right? Because that is something that we are kind of uniquely positioned as, like, really able to do here in the United States, right? A lot of folks might not understand that, you know, when you donate $1, the value of that dollar is so much more in Colombia, right?
Yeah, it triples.
Right, so every single dollar that you could donate, it means a lot, right? So that's part of why we push this material aid aspect of our work so hard, because it can make such a big difference in a physical, tangible way, and it's also a tool for political engagement as well, right? It allows us to interact with new organizations, new people on the ground, and it's a way to show our solidarity and support in the most concrete way possible, right? And then from there we continue to communicate with each other, to show love, to be there for each other, and that's all a part of, like, this work that we're doing. So I appreciate you so much for all your contributions, right? Whether it's as an organizer or as an artist, bro, because I know that's a big part of what I wanted to talk to you about today. And you know, your art is very important to me and to a lot of people, and you might not know, right? It's hard to tell as the artist how it's received, right? But I wanted to let you know that it means a lot to me personally, right? And I hear reactions from people when I play it as a DJ or just in community spaces. I hear reactions and people are always like, whoa, what is this, right? And they love it. They want to ask me how to find it, right? So I want you to know, like, the kind of contribution that you're making, right? And the way that you're using your voice to uplift the people is so powerful and so important. And there's not enough artists who do that, right? Especially, like, in our community. Like, the biggest, most, you know, internationally known artists are, like, some of the most conservative, right? So that's why it's important.
Crazy, right?
Right. So that's why it's so important for us to talk to each other on this kind of grassroots level and connect with artists who are, like, really about the people, bro. So I wanted to ask you some quick questions about the Paro Nacional so we can talk about that for folks who don't know. And then we'll go a little deeper into this idea of how we use our art in the movement, bro. So my question for you then is, like, what were your first thoughts when you started to hear about the Paro Nacional, right? It's been 52 days, so, like, a lot about our lives have changed in 52 days, right? But I was wondering what your kind of initial impressions were, and then how did those feelings change over time, right? From the first few days to like 52 days deep, a lot has changed and developed, right?
Well, a paro nacional is something that Colombia is not new to. So when I it might not. But when I saw that it lasted more than 3 weeks, I was like, oh. I was like, and then I saw the level of violence on the side of the state turning up, I was like, oh man, I started getting worried and even more worried. And then I had a very close person to me that's actually down there on the front lines, and he was sending me footage, and it scared the crap out of me, it made me really worried for my people, especially when I found out that they were going to be inside of Bogota. And I heard what was going on in Medellin as well, those videos that are coming out of Cali are also very shocking, coming out of Buga, coming out of Uzme, that all these things instilled a feeling of, damn, like, I want to be able to help, but I also felt kind of helpless. I was all the way out here, which is why it's so important for these organizations to exist, so we can help each other, because, just because we're far away doesn't mean that we don't care,
That's right, bro. That's right. Thank you for sharing that. So, I like this point that you're making, bro. Just because we're far away, it doesn't mean we don't care, right? I've seen a lot of signs that have said lejos pero no indiferentes, right?
Sí, señor.
And that's something that ay Dios mío, I'm seeing people saying there's no sound again. We should be good.
No way.
I have sound. Give me 1 second.
Hey, brother, can I get 1 second to put these birds away? I'm like looking at them from the corner of my eye, and I'm worried they're like gonna eat something that they shouldn't. So let me just put them on
I'll give you a second
yeah?
to put the birds up. Thank you, bro. I'll go ahead and play. I'll play another jam. I'm gonna cut the shot. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and play another music video for y'all. This one is Resistencia from a group of Colombian artists, including Best Broth, JC Designs, and Brand. So this upcoming song, this is Resistencia. Let's hear it.
Un pueblo unido por su patria, parado firme, no importan las circunstancias. Hacemos las cosas que sean necesarias. Aquí no va a haber reforma tributaria, aquí hacemos resistencia.